Today I want to make a video about how it's like to live your purpose, how it feels like, so that you can get a sense of the feeling. And once you get a sense of the feeling, it's much more easier for you to see how it's gonna be like, to see what direction you should go into. It's not so much about rationality, thinking, logic. It's about alignment. It's about feeling, a sensation. That is, for me, more of a purpose thing, because purpose is emotional. But anyways, we're gonna go into it right here, right now, so stay tuned. Now, living your purpose is completely different than finding your purpose. Finding your purpose is so frustrating. It's so many blockages that you have to purge through. There's so many things you have to be honest with yourself, and it's a kind of harsh place to be in. I remember feeling completely empty, completely meaningless, like everything in life I'm just making a living. I'm not really living life. I'm just making a living. That's it. And it just feels so meaningless. And there's some parts in my life that have purpose, right? But there are many parts in my life that didn't have purpose. That was not based on purpose. And I just want to create a feeling for you of how it's like to live your purpose, how it feels like, so that you can actually feel that emotion. And once you start to align with that emotion, you start to see more clearly how it's like to live your purpose, and it starts to be easier also to find your purpose, right? Because what we feel, what we resonate with, that aligns with us. So to begin with, the first feeling of having your purpose, being in a direction of your purpose, what it feels like is a little bit of confusion in the beginning, because you're not 100% on everything yet. You have like a broad direction, but you have not narrowed it down to a specific direction yet. So you're a little bit unknown with everything going on. You're testing different things out. You're trying to see what aligns with you. But it's this balancing game of finding alignment with what you're doing, finding what resonates with you, what you're doing. And of course, it can change over years, over time. What I resonated with when I was 18 years old is completely different than what I resonate with now, right? Completely different. So what you resonate with will change, and therefore your purpose always will shift a little bit. But you start off with a more broader direction. This is a direction that you go into, and you feel like it's a good direction, but you're not 100% sure yet. So you feel a little bit unsure of where to go, what to do, but you have a broader direction. You know kind of what direction you want to go into. And that's the first part. And once you go through that first part, there start to come more clarity, more alignment, and you feel aligned. It's like you're feeling aligned, not just with your survival and surviving and making money. You feel aligned with like a higher purpose. You feel aligned with something beyond yourself. It's like you're not just doing this for you, you're doing this to bring value. You're excited about bringing value to others. You're excited about the value that you give to others. You're excited about the journey. You're excited about the journey. That's purpose. It's like you're not excited about the destination only. You see, you know when you're off purpose, when only you care about is the result. You're like, I care about the result. I need to have the result. When you only care about the result, you don't care about purpose. You don't care about the journey. Because once you start to live your purpose, the whole journey becomes wonderful. It's not like it's all rainbows and butterflies. Of course, there's things you have to deal with, right? There's still marketing you have to think about. There's still sales you have to think about. There's still technical issues, inner issues. There's a lot of stuff you have to still deal with. But overall, your journey becomes more enjoyable. And along the road, you're gonna do things, you're gonna be on stage, and you're gonna feel so aligned, because you're not just on stage doing something about money. You're on stage doing something you love, you enjoy, or that you align with, that you feel passionate about, or that you feel inspired about. And you're on stage like a rock star. You're not on a stage like a salesman. You're on stage like a rock star. You feel like a rock. You feel aligned. You feel you're doing what you need to be doing. You feel this is great. This is awesome. This is what I want to do. I don't want to just focus only on money. I want to make money, sure, but I want to do it in an aligned way. And of course, you need to find the balance between that and your purpose. It's not that it can just be only your purpose. Of course, there needs to be some marketing involved into it. But still, you're like, a big part of what you're doing is because you align with it, you enjoy it, you love it, you enjoy doing it. Even if you wouldn't get paid, you will do it because it's your purpose. It's why you're here. It's what you are here to do. And therefore, the only resistance you sometimes feel is the marketing side of it. But besides that, you feel like this is just what you want to do anyways. Like, think about getting all the money in the world. What would you do? Most people would be like, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna go to this country, that country, I'm gonna travel here, I'm gonna, party all day. You're not gonna do that. At some point you get tired of that, and you have some direction, you have some focused direction on what you want to give to the world. That's how purpose feels like. That's what it feels like to live your purpose, to really get it. And then once you get validation from others, once you get people to love what you're doing, it's like they love what you love. And it's not just they love what you have to offer because it's a great thing. It feels like personal. It feels like when someone loves what you're doing around your purpose, it feels personal, because it's like, it means so much more to get validation for something you love to do than getting validation for something superficial. Like, imagine you create an art piece. You worked for it for a year or something. You create that art piece, you put it out, and everybody loves it. That is completely different than you making a book. It's all about money. It's not interesting to you. It doesn't mean anything to you. It's just there to make money, and then people like it, and you're like, I don't care. It's not what I want to create. It's not coming from my true soul. That's the difference. It's like you're living from your soul more than you're living only from a survival perspective. Because from a survival place, coming from survival, all you care about is just having your survival taken care of as best as you can. And I'm not saying you should deny that completely. I'm just saying, when you live your purpose, it's not only just survival. There's just an element of soul added into it, an element of love added into it, that makes it so much more beautiful, makes the journey enjoyable, instead of only caring about result. You're not so outcome focused. You're not so focused on what outcome you want. You're focused on the journey and enjoying it and growing and learning. And of course you have goals, and of course you have things you want to achieve, but you're enjoying the whole process of it, because it's not about the destination, it's about the whole journey. And that's what purpose is for. You can get to the same result, but purpose makes it an enjoyable journey. Well, just getting to the goal is just empty. It's just meaningless. You're not in the moment. You see, all this meditation, all this being present, is so that you can enjoy your purpose, that you can enjoy this journey. That's where it's for. And that's the feeling that you have. So the feeling to conclude this video is that you're on a journey, and it's an exciting journey, and it feels a warm journey, and you feel love from others supporting you, and you feel the generosity to give to others, and you're excited, you're passionate, you're confident, because this is your purpose. Of course you're confident. So that's the beautiful feeling that it feels like to live this. I hope you get a sense of this. Now I can go deeper into the feeling state, but this is just a little glimpse for you to imagine how it feels like to live your purpose. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.